What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. Abby told me not to show her right now, so I won't do it. But we just came to the store to see if we had a UPS slip on the door for a package, and there is not one, unfortunately. We were hoping that it would be for our plushie thing, but unfortunately it's not there. So we are going to get some tacos now because it is our 5-year anniversary.
Yep.
Happy anniversary, Abby.
Happy anniversary, babe.
So we're gonna go get some tacos for lunch, and then I don't really know what else we have planned. So
nothing.
Oh, Abby, family drama.
Yeah,
later?
I guess we'll talk about family stuff.
It was her idea.
Yeah, I know.
There's a line for the tacos. When I filmed the clip saying that there was a line for tacos, that was at 4:46 p.m. We just got our food. So Abby and I got home from waiting forever for our tacos.
Cooper's very
and we
bitter
ate them.
about it, but I have no regrets.
It took an hour. It was ridiculous, but they were all right.
They were really good, but Cooper just didn't like that they had onions.
So now, pretty much, I think for the remainder of the vlog, Abby's going to be telling us all about her family drama. And there's a little kitten here. Hi, Zelda. Hi, kitten. So, Abby, talk about your family.
Cooper is on the ground looking at stuff. So I was going to talk about family stuff. As we mentioned in a previous,
Wait, and Abby's the one who wanted to talk about this.
Oh yeah, people feel like Cooper
people
pressured
are like,
me into
only
it.
Talk about it if you feel comfortable. It was her idea.
Yes, it was.
So she's comfortable with it because it's her idea.
Are you petting me?
No, I'm patting you. I was checking this though, because we have one at the store that we're going to be selling, but it's got the baggie for the gun, and ours doesn't. So I'm going to take the baggie.
Okay, so yeah, so I wanted to talk about it, and stop doing that. You're making me laugh, and you're distracting me.
Just putting it out there so we don't forget.
So
I'm going to be right here.
It's a minute of me laughing.
Okay, go. So Abby is going to change the names of the people involved. Of course, she doesn't want to inadvertently make anyone feel weird or uncomfortable. I don't think that anyone involved would ever watch this video or our channel in general, but I guess you never know.
Yeah. Okay.
Introducing Abby.
Yeah. You have something on your foot. Okay, so we have started to talk about this multiple times, and Cooper's just been picky about the lighting. As we went over a couple vlogs ago, I'm adopted. I was adopted when I was really, really young, and I was put into foster care when I was really young, and I was adopted, I think, when I was 6. I don't remember exactly. And my mom, my adoptive mom, I call her my mom because, you know, she raised me. So that's when I say mom. It's my adoptive mom. She has always been really supportive of me finding my, like, biological family and stuff like that, and, like, being in contact with them. Oh, goodness. I'm having trouble talking about this. I don't know why. So basically I'm in contact / have a relationship with my biological mother, kind of, 3 of her 4 siblings, my 2 biological sisters, and one of my cousins. And that's just because I know them.
But in reality, Abby's one sister is the only one that she actually sees, hangs out with, has a, what I would call, like, a really good relationship with. Yeah. Everyone else is just kind of like, you know who they are. You might ask them for information here and there, but it's not like they're your family.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that my Uncle Tony's definitely my family because he took me in when I was younger. But, anyways, so, like I said, my mom has always been pretty supportive once I became an adult of, like, me trying to find information and, like, learn where I came from. And, you know, it's really hard because, like, I don't have any family history, like, knowledge for medical stuff, which kind of, like, makes it difficult to, you know, like, I don't know.
To do anything.
Like, so my mom decided to get me an Ancestry DNA test 2 Christmases ago. And I took it, and I never really did anything with it because Ancestry wants you to pay for things. And I don't like paying for things. It was like $25 a month to just get more access to things. And I just wasn't interested in that. Then recently my biological mom, she let me know that I have a half sibling through my father's side that is like 6 months to a year older than me, which I think is really cool. I grew up as an only child, and like the thought of having a brother or sister is like really, really cool to me. I know I already have 2 sisters, but you get it. Oh my gosh, this is hard to talk about. So anyways, because like I started to want to look for the sibling and want to look for a biological father and everything, I joined a Facebook group, and they had helped me found a foster sibling that I had years ago. When I was like 7, I had a foster sister who I had a great relationship with, and they helped me find her so I could be in contact with her. And so I went to the same website, the same Facebook group, and I like put in the information, and I said, hey, can anybody help me find this person? And I gave them all the information I needed, or they needed, and to
find who?
To find, like, my biological father. Sorry, I kind of, like, jumped the gun there. So, I provided all of his information on the Facebook group, and I really didn't get any super helpful responses, and I really wasn't that surprised. But somebody did comment below on my my post saying or asking me if I had transferred my raw DNA file from Ancestry, which I actually didn't know existed. And basically what it is you can go to Ancestry and you can request your DNA information from them, basically, and they will let you download a file with that. And from there, you can upload for free to other websites. So all these websites will have your DNA, and they can match you to somebody. And my hope was that I would find a sibling on there, or a cousin or something. And just about 7 or 8 hours after uploading to one site, I got a match that was, goodness, what did it say? It was a familial match that said that the person was either my cousin, my aunt, or my niece. And I was able to get the email address from them, and at first I was just like searching on Facebook using the search feature to like search this email address, and it wasn't doing anything. So I went to sounds so stupid. I went to this website called Spokeo, and you can pay like a one-time fee for like 30 days or so to just be able to like reverse search people's like email addresses, which I admit sounds kind of creepy, but it also sounds like really unsafe. And it gave me one result, and it popped up with a Facebook profile. And I looked at the Facebook profile, and I decided that I was going to message her, because, you know, what the heck? She probably wasn't going to read the message anyways because it's Facebook Messenger. And she is in her like 50s, I believe. So I was just assuming automatically like this woman is my aunt. Like, it's possible she's my cousin, but not very, very possible. And then the next morning I had woken up to a message response from her, and we talked throughout the entire day. And finally, I had asked her, like, who her father was, what his name was, which if she's my aunt, that's my grandfather. And so she let me know the name. And I contacted my biological mother, and I asked her, like, about the name. And she told me that that was her father. So even though I had hoped the entire time that this woman was my aunt from my brother's side, or
Father's side.
Not, yeah. My father's side, like, I really hope that that was her, and it turned out that that wasn't the case. So the really great thing was that I was actually able to help her figure out who her father was, which was, like, very heartwarming, and it made me very happy, despite the fact that he has since passed away. But she was actually told by her mother, who passed away about 3.5 weeks ago, recently, that she did not share the same father as her sisters. So that was kind of shock to her. Like, she recently learned, like, hey, this wasn't my biological father. Not only did she not know this, but my biological mother didn't know about her either. And so it's kind of interesting what's happening. That's, like, a big reason why I actually stopped looking for my biological father, is because I was so worried that I was going to, like, meet my sibling and be like, hey, I'm this years old, and that means your dad cheated on your mom and had me. Like, I don't want to, like, ruin somebody's outlook on their parent. Like, I didn't want to ruin somebody's life, or that part of their life. So that brings us to finding a little bit more information about my grandfather, or my aunt's dad. And we learned his, because we only had his name, his first and his last name, which actually turned out to be his middle and his last name, and it wasn't actually first and last, which is kind of interesting. And we learned that he had passed away in 2018, and, like, just all about his family. It actually turned out to be, like, a decorated war hero who went to Vietnam twice, and he was in the service for a really, really long time. And in this time, he was quite the ladies' man, and it turns out that he had been married not only multiple times, but he also had, like, multiple children with women he wasn't in a relationship with, I guess. So by learning this information, we were able to find out who his children were, and really we were only able to do that because they shared his last name. So we didn't really find any of the other half siblings. We just found, like, the 3 children that have his last name. And so my aunt decided to contact them, I think in hopes of, like, learning more about her father, but also, like, because she wanted to, like, to know who these people were. And I think, like, I was very welcoming to her, and, like, when I messaged her, like, I tried to be very nice, and she's a nice person, and so I was very nice to her, even though, like, I messaged her and I was like, hey, I think you're my aunt, which is exactly what I said to her. So when she messaged them, one of the women, who is also my aunt, she was very, very mean. She was like, her response to a message was like, I don't know why you're asking me these questions if you already know them. And she was just, like, very rude in general. And so my aunt decided, like, okay, you know, I'm just not gonna message you again. I'm very sorry to disturb you. And the response was very much like, oh, like, I'm a God-fearing woman, and I don't want people to think I'm not charitable, basically. So my aunt decided to ask a few more questions, and then again, it was just really met with rudeness. And so she was very upset about that, like, oh, I found my father, but I want to know my siblings. And that kind of just didn't end up working out with her too much, unfortunately. But she's got me, and I'm cool. So my aunt messaged me a couple days after all of this went down, and she was like, hey, like, I talked to the other sister, there's 3 of them, and she was like, she's telling me that she doesn't think that we share the same dad, but it's, we'll call him John, because I don't want to do names or anything. John is my grandfather and her father. Oh, it wasn't John, it was John's brother, Bob, who would pretend to be him. But that would actually like, that's not the case at all. I talked to my biological mother, and she revealed to me that not only did she meet John, her father, she frequently went over to his parents' house, her grandparents through him, and was with those siblings. So, it turns out, it sounds like there was a bit of an inheritance, because he was in the military for a really long time. He retired, and he had, quite a bit, like, saved up for him and everything. So it turns out there's this inheritance, and the reason that these three siblings are just like, no, it's not your dad, we're not related, no, is because they're worried that she's going to, like, contest the inheritance and try to get in on it. Potentially, but she doesn't want to do that. But that's, like, that is what they told, my biological mother when their dad passed away. So what happens next is, basically, I have a couple other websites that I put my DNA on the website for. So does my aunt, and I also did a 23andMe test, which you can't transfer raw DNA to, unfortunately, but I am going to be waiting for those results to come in the next 5 or so weeks. I don't think anything is going to happen. It's just because there's allegedly my biological father, is very much, like, anti-government and, like, conspiracy theorist type of guy. So I'm not, like, really super surprised that I'm not finding any information online, and that his DNA isn't, you know, on Ancestry and all that stuff. But yeah, so
there it is.
Yeah, I guess it's not really drama. It's just a scandal, because basically what happened is that I discovered a half aunt that nobody knew about. And, like, so all my biological aunts and uncles are really talking about it. And so is my sister. So it's kind of crazy to think, like, holy crap, I have a sibling out there, or I have an aunt and uncle out there. So I think, like, that was a big surprise. And of course, you know, like, it's shocking, I guess, and overwhelming. But yeah, so it's more of a scandal than drama. I mean, there's drama with the three sisters.
Yeah.
Like, she's, like, trying to convince them, like, no, you're our cousin. No, we don't share the same dad. You didn't do the DNA test. But yeah, so that's basically what's happening. And we'll update as things go on, or not update, because things might not happen.
So that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was kind of a different one, a weird one.
That's because we didn't do anything today, because it's our anniversary.
Yeah. Today is our anniversary, and with everything that's going on, of course, we can't, like, go out to a nice dinner. We can't go anywhere, really. So we just kind of hung out. I'm sure that not today's video, but the past couple, you can probably tell that we've been trying to film a little bit more, do more, like, funny stuff, and I want to continue that, but it's difficult. Not only did we not really want to vlog too much today, because we just wanted to kind of hang out with each other, but at the same time, when we're just stuck at home and we're not doing anything.
We're literally not doing anything except for watching Minecraft hacking videos.
Like, catching hackers.
Oh, sorry.
But, like, watching YouTube and messing around on our phones, and I'm sure we might play some Animal Crossing, but there's really not too much to film, so that's why today's video is kind of how it is. Abby wanted to talk about that anyway, and so we were like, well, this would be the perfect day to do it, because we don't really have anything else to film. And also the plushie box that we thought we might be getting yesterday, the tracking number wasn't working, so I didn't know if it had come or not. and finally realized the reason it wasn't working is because they didn't ship it till yesterday. So they had given me the tracking number, but it wasn't showing anything on UPS's website until when I checked this morning, and it says now that we should have the box on Monday. And it's Tuesday right now, so we have 6 days until it's supposed to come, which kind of sucks. But what can you do? So, what?
Cooper and I want to do a video where you guys ask us questions.
You can't whisper, they're not going to hear you.
Oh. I don't want to be filmed anymore.
Abby says she wants you to ask us questions.
Yeah. We'll do a question video. Oh my god, don't show me. I'm so unflattering.
So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we guys hope you had a good Cinco de Mayo.
And we'll see you tomorrow.